My
of
father is a very emotional person, sir.
making a school as a happy school, so that we
My
have to make
families
an
are
app for
three,
self-assessment. So the main aim
four
of this
members, sir.
problem
Four
is
members.
to prepare the app for the
Fathers only work,
self-assessment
sir.
and making
So
a school
very
as a
poor
happy
family.
school.
Fathers is one.
Okay. The third problem. Third problem given by the organization Department of School Education and Literacy, DOSTL,
Subhash,
and
I
Sir,
know
Ministry
someone
of
is speaking
Education.
there. No problem.
App
No
for the
problem.
problem
But try
statement
speaking.
is app for
Okay,
government
try
asset
speaking. No problem.
management.
Speak.
There are more
okay, sir.
than 15 lakh schools in India, and regional offices, district
Sir.
offices, block offices,
Okay,
cultural level
good.
centers,
Okay.
Good efforts.
Thank you.
etc.
Only
are
one
there in
correction.
our country.
Whenever you speak in
Both the
jam, no,
state government and
அது
national
எப்பவுமே
government,
சார்
sorry,
மேடம் అని சொல்ல
state
வேண்டாம்.
government and
Not
central
required.
government,
Okay.
they
Since it
need
is
to
a
manage
topic, you
their
can just
assets
continue with the topic.
such
All
as
okay.
building type, building
Done?
size, building
Okay.
area,
Good.
which year it
Good.
was
Thank you.
Very
constructed,
good. Good
what is
efforts. I
the
appreciate.
capacity of that building, how many
Thank
rooms
you.
are there, labs are there,
So any
maintenance
other?
required, everything should be
I seriously
available with
appreciate
the GIS
Subhash and Nandini because
mapping of
they just at least
location.
came forward to speak something.
Where the building,
So that's what
how
we
the
seriously
building is
want.
usage at present.
I always
For
repeat right or
all the
wrong doesn't
details,
matter.
we
It's
have to
all on
prepare
learning
an
process.
app
Let's learn.
based solution.
Nothing is wrong on
So,
speaking.
to for the government asset
Anyone
management,
still wants
we
to
have
try?
to make an app. We have to
So
prepare
anybody
an
wants to try
app
again?
based solution. So far, we had seen three problem statements.
Please, if anyone
The
just
fourth one,
unmute.
given by the
Hello?
organization, is Ministry of Housing and Urban Affairs. The problem statement is suggest a solution to help the ULBs or state
Yes, please.
union territories. Hello, sir.
None?
Suggest
Okay.
a solution to help the
So
ULBs,
I
state,
thank all the
union
faculties
territories,
for
governments to
online for
monitor
the
or
morning and evening
control the
session.
growth of
I thank
slums in the
Mr.
country
Satish sir
and
and
develop a
Dr. Chandrasekharan
self-sustained
for being with us.
environment to
I
ensure
also thank
affordable
Evolution
housing
Careers,
in order to
Miss
avoid
Harshita for giving the best
growth of slums
opportunity.
in future.
Any other
So we
questions if
know
at
the
all you have?
situation of
The forum
present
is
scenario
open.
of these
I can
slums.
answer you.
So many
In another one
houses
minute, the forum
very
is open
nearer.
for question and
So
answers.
many
Any
inheritance are
questions,
there.
please, you're welcome.
So many inhabitants are living in that slum area. So there is no adequate water facility, no adequate sanitation facility, no adequate air supply, etc. and all.
So no queries
So
from
the slum areas
students'
are
side, sir.
a
So
big
thank you for giving this
headache for the
valuable training program,
central
sir.
as well as the state
Thank you.
government
Thank
Thank
you
you,
very
sir.
much, sir.
to
Thank
Thanks
you.
for
Thank
that.
you.
develop that
Wish
area.
you all the best,
They
students.
are
All the
finding
best.
this, they are
Okay.
asking
Thank you,
for
sir.
Yes, sir.
finding the solution. They are asking solution to improve the or to develop the area and to avoid the growth of slum areas in future. So this problem aims for an innovative approach for the redevelopment of the slum areas in order to avoid the growth of slums in future. Here we need a solution in the software type. So technical solution to monitor and control the growth of slums in present time, as well as we need innovative approach for the redevelopment of the slum areas. This is the fourth problem statement. The fifth problem statement is Indian National Center for Ocean Information Services, Ministry of Earth Sciences combinedly giving this problem statement automated identification of fish species. So manually, the fishermen they are going to the sea and they are catches the fishes, but we could not find out how many varieties of fishes how much amount they have uh, catch, they have caught the fishes, we don't have any idea. So here the hackathon teams may develop artificial intelligence ML based tool for image based identification of fish species found in the Indian seas. The images of the fishes must be taken from online image services. Similar tools to be provided with the app which we are going to prepare. So Infosys will be able to use this first fisherman's feedback app. So we have to create a app. This app should have the images of the fishes so that they can take the statistics about the varieties of fishes, how much every day the fishes are getting. The next one is AICT and MIC student innovation. The problem statement is student innovation. So we here in general they have given the problem, developing the solutions, keeping in mind need to enhance the primary sector of India. That is the primary sector we know very well, that is the agricultural sector. So this sector we have to manage and we have to see the practices and the process our agricultural produce. So how much yield we are getting. So to monitor this, we have to develop the software. The next one, statement given by AICTE, MIC and student innovation. The problem statement is here also the general problem statement, student innovation. So students can broadly think about the solution about agricultural area. So in the agricultural field, how the practices can be used, how it can be managed, how the process of our agricultural procedure, everything to be keep in mind and to develop solution hardware side. You have to prepare the prototype, you have to prepare the hardware so that we have to bring a lot of wonders in the agricultural field. The next problem statement is identification of missing bridges which would increase the connectivity between regions. ரெண்டு ரீஜியனுக்கு இடையில இருக்கிற பிரிட்ஜஸ் எங்க மிஸ் ஆயிருக்குன்னு ஐடென்டிஃபை பண்றது தான் ப்ராப்ளம் ஸ்டேட்மெண்ட். திஸ் ப்ராப்ளம் ஸ்டேட்மெண்ட் இஸ் கிவன் பை தி ஆர்கனைசேஷன் மினிஸ்ட்ரி ஆஃப் ரூரல் டெவலப்மெண்ட். So based on the road network and how much habitation is there, facilities data, so based on this algorithm to be identified to compute utility of proposed bridge. So software to be created for this identification of missing bridges. Next, Ministry of Rural Development came up with the another problem statement, that is identification of flood prone roads. So identify the Pradhan Mantri Gram Sadak Yojana, that is PMGSY proposed roads which have the highest likelihood of being submerged by rain, flood, river, dam, overflow, etc. So ஃப்ளட்டுனால பாதிக்கப்பட்ட ரோட்ஸ் எதெல்லாம் மழையினால முழுகி கிடக்கு, ஃப்ளட்டுனால வெள்ளத்தினால அழிஞ்சிருக்கு, அதை கண்டுபிடிக்கிறதுக்கான ஒரு சாஃப்ட்வேர் நம்ம ப்ரிப்பேர் பண்ணணும். ஸோ தட் இஸ் தி ஐடென்டிஃபிகேஷன் ஆஃப் ஃப்ளட் ப்ரோன் ரோட்ஸ். Next problem statement is use of digital technology or making physical prototype. That is the hardware we have to prepare. For what? For micro irrigation system to improve water use and efficiency of the irrigation sector. So this problem statement given by the organization Central Water Commission, that is CWC, and Ministry of Jal Shakti. We know very well in India, we totally depend on the groundwater. So 80 percentage of the groundwater we are using it for irrigation and agricultural purposes. So at that time, whenever the groundwater is very less, we cannot irrigate properly, then the yield we get very less. So we cannot face the demand of the human population. That's why we have to improve the efficiency of the irrigation system. Irrigation system efficiency we have to improve so that we can reduce the pressure on water, groundwater especially. கிரவுண்ட் வாட்டர் மேலே இருக்கிற ப்ரெஷரை நம்ம குறைக்க முடியும், குறைக்கணும். நம்ம இரிகேஷன் ஃபெசிலிட்டியை இம்ப்ரூவ் பண்ணும்போது ஸோ தட் எனர்ஜி கன்சப்ஷன் குறையும், கார்பன் எமிஷன்ஸ் குறையும். So, by improving the efficiency of the irrigation systems, which will reduce the pressure on groundwater and also cut energy consumption and carbon emissions, so that the Indian government gives prioritize to drought proofing and usage of precise irrigation system. So for to meet out this problem, we need hardware solution. Next one is Dairy Division, Department of Animal Husbandry and Dairying, Ministry of Fisheries, Animal Husbandry and Dairying. This organization proposed a problem statement like this: develop an innovative solution to conversion of excess milk to usable products. So problem statement itself, it gives the clear-cut idea. We have to convert the excess milk into the useful products and usable products. The issue of conversion of excess milk to skimmed milk powder and less demand led to blockage of capital for dairy industry. So we have to find out the alternate method for the conversion of excess milk. For that we need the hardware. So by making a hardware system, we can convert the conversion of excess milk into usable products. The same organization, that is Dairy Division, Department of Animal Husbandry, Dairying, Ministry of Fisheries, Animal Husbandry and Dairying came up with the another problem statement as milk pasteurization other than heat treatment. We know very well we are pasteurizing the milk. We are just removing the germs from the milk by heating it, by giving the heat treatment. But instead of that, we have to go for the alternative technology, or we have to go for the another method of milk pasteurization. That is the solution we need here. So we have to develop an alternate technology or alternate method of milk pasteurization other than heat treatment. So you can develop a IoT based solution with interactive dashboards. The next problem statement given by Department of Food and Public Distribution, Ministry of Consumer Affairs, Food and Public Distribution. They have given the problem statement like this: scientific method for determining age agriculture and food and boiled rice. We know very well, already we are having the method to find out the boiled rice by seeing the color itself. So, by the color test itself, we can find out the age of the boiled rice. But here, FCI can provide an age-wise type samples of boiled rice. For this, for the raw rice, we can see the color. But here for the boiled rice, we have to identify the age of the boiled rice stalks at the time of procurement will help in controlling the malpractice. So to control the malpractice, which malpractice? To push the older rice into the procurement system, we need the alternate method to find out the age of the bottled rice. So here hardware type of solution is needed to control the malpractices, to find out to identify the age of the boiled rice and to target the food security. The next problem statement is artificial intelligence enabled agriculture, food and public robotics tech for mechanized distribution, loading or unloading of food grain. This statement given by the Department of Food and Public Distribution, Ministry of Consumer Affairs, Food and Public Distribution. So here FCI wants to explore the option of artificial intelligent enabled robotics stacker. So this is the solution we need, hardware we need. Artificial intelligent enabled robotics stacker for mechanized loading and unloading of bags. What is the advantage we have to have is quick turnaround time for loading, unloading, and exact counting of bags, integration with dogs for auto record keeping, cost effective, less pilferage, saving of grains, and long life of gunny. So, to meet out all these advantages, we must create a hardware for loading and unloading of bags with artificial intelligence enabled robotic stacker. The last problem statement what I am going to state is portable and smart packing system with quality check framework. This problem statement given by the organization Dairy Division Department of Animal Husbandry, Dairying, Ministry of Fisheries, Animal Husbandry and Dairying. So here we have to develop eco-friendly and cheap packaging technique for packing of pure milk at rural settings. So this comes under the rural background. So in the rural settings, we have to pack the pure milk in a eco-friendly manner and we have to use the cheap packing technique. So we have to develop interactive dashboards for quality as well as quantity checking. So for this, we need the hardware, so machine, which is to develop interactive dashboards for quality and quantity checking. So with it, I complete my explanation. Thank you. Thank you for your kind attention. Thank you all. Anybody wants to ask queries, you can ask.
Yeah. Please look at the words. అంటే అవసరం వాళ్ళు
Okay, thank you all. Okay, since nobody is asking question, I wind up the session. Thank you all.